I don't have any problem with self-help groups and mutual aid. I have big problems with the disease concept. I mean, to deconstruct it very simply, if we talk about smoking cigarettes, for example, it depends whether you conceptualise smoking as a disease or whether you conceptualise lung cancer, for which for active smoking the relative risk is about 25, I think. For me, the disease is the lung cancer, and smoking is the voluntary behaviour that you embark on that gives you the disease. But to conceptualise a series of voluntary actions as disease symptoms, according to Werner Grieve and other philosophers, is absurd, because you do actions, they don't happen to you, whereas diseases happen to you. So you do smoking and the disease happens to you. So that's the first argument. The second argument is a much more thorny one, and that is about the use of bad science in a good cause. Now, you have to make a choice about this, and I've made it. For me, bad science is always bad science. And so one of my criticisms of current social marketing exercises is that, in my opinion, they are designed to deliberately deceive people, to get them to change their behaviours, because it's marketing in the same... You remember the early papers on this? We must use the same tools. Why does the devil have all the good tunes? So now social marketing uses the devil's tunes as well. So now that, to me, is immoral. So, for example, the risk of passive smoking, the passive smoker has now been used as a deterrent to active smoking. You're killing your friends. And you see it presented on things that the risk of cancer from passive smoking is 25% greater than what we thought it was. And of course, I'm not going to sit here and say, of course, you can't deceive the great British public. I think, unfortunately, you can deceive them quite a lot of the time. The question you should ask is 25% of what? And it's only 25% above the base rate, so the relative risk is only about 1.2 or 1.25. But that then is used as a social marketing message for a good reason. They've done the same with cocaine. The rate of heart attacks amongst cocaine users in Scotland is about 0.08%. But we have people snorting cocaine and immediately turning into a skeleton. I don't know whether you've seen the advert. So it's a moral issue, and it's not amenable to scientific explanation. You have to make a choice. If people use the disease concept for functional reasons, because they can get people to believe it and thereby change their behaviour, you have to decide yourself whether that is the right way to do it or not. It's very easy to say, in this specific instance, look at the improvements in the people. And I'm sitting here and saying, hold on, how far do we take this? At what point do we start to say that deliberately presenting information in a deceptive way so that people will change their behaviour, at what point does that become unacceptable? And to me, I start seeing gas chambers, But so I think it's that maybe that seems ridiculous, but that a government of whatever shape should deliberately produce campaigns which are deceitful, intended to deceive, if that's the case, in order to produce about desired change, is a very thorny problem. And you have to make a decision, and I've made mine, that bad science in a good cause is bad science.